So right now, your past is very creative, no?
Yeah.
There's a lot of what do you call this? Parang impromptu that you share and you talk. You also do a lot of hosting, but right now you're going to another chapter of your life.
Totally
right?
different chapter.
Totally different. So just to let the memory keepers know, Bob just passed the law aptitude exam in the University of the Philippines.
Yes.
Wow.
Wow, grabe, no?
Oo nga.
Marami tayong mga guest na attorney dito.
Ay, wow. Hello po.
Malapit na to si Bob. Just 3 years and then
Di
one
na grabe.
year review.
5 years.
5 years.
Let's think realistic.
Anong year yun? Ito, mapapamat ka dito.
Siguro,
2024?
2024.
Thank you, Lester.
Wow.
Saved us all.
2024, Bob, can you imagine? You'll be, you might be on the, what do they call it? Roll, ano pa yun? When you sign in the Supreme Court.
Oh, I don't know what that's called either.
Once you do the oath taking and then you sign in the Supreme Court. So, okay, it's just two very different things, no?
Yeah.
Being creative, it's very fun. There's a lot of, for the lack of term, is maraming creative juices that are flowing, no? When you do law school, it's very rigid. It's very strict. Why did you choose to go that way?
Well, it wasn't something it wasn't something that I wanted to really go into after graduating. Because so many people, they're like, high school pa lang, they're like, I want to be a lawyer.
Yes.
My family is a lawyer. This is my destiny. Ganun.
Yes.
I never even considered law until I started working in the music agency, actually. And then I started seeing how all of these artists, not just on the music side, but even graphic artists, filmmakers, how much of them didn't know their rights and how no one was really protecting their rights or educating them. And that really just inspired me to take law. And I was like, okay, I'll just give it a shot. If I pass, I'm gonna take it. If not, then it's not for me. But I passed. So here we are.
You passed the most difficult exam out there. So ang advocacy mo, but when you pass, will be more for the artists.
Yeah.
More for the protection of the artists. I'll have to ask you a real world question.
Yes.
But how will you, artists technically don't have a lot to pay yet, right?
I know.
Especially when they're starting out.
I know, yeah.
So pro bono ba gagawin mo? Paano
I
gagawin
think
mo?
I will, but then I also have seen recently opportunities, not just for the artists, but in, let's say, music labels who need consulting or like their own in-house lawyers and things like that.
That's true.
Doing research, I see that the entertainment and copyright, which is the law, the type of law I want to go into, is actually a lot bigger than like what I see, and there's a lot more opportunities there to earn naman, which I was shocked with also, but I'm like, yay.
We can connect you pala with hi attorney Pasilyao.
Hello.
Right? We just had Raymond the other day. He specializes in copyright.
Yes.
So you guys are towards the same direction. And the thing is, yes, artists don't have a lot of money, especially the ones who are starting out. But in 5 years' time, you don't know kung ano na ba yung medium of transfer, medium of publishing. Baka the more they will need you now.
Yeah.
Right? And then there's always a way to structure naman payment.
Yes. It will come if you believe.
It will come. Okay, so anong expectation mo, Bob? Are you letting go of everything first? All the previous commitments, all the hosting, all the creative aspects. You're setting that aside first?
Well, in my heart, I really don't want to because I feel like once you have that creativity in you, you will always want to channel it somewhere or somehow. But So it's honestly for me, I don't have any plans of stopping hosting and things like that muna. But until I get into law school and then I actually see if I can handle it or not. Because people say different things. Some people say, yeah, you can work not full time and
Yeah, it's hard.
It's hard. But then some people are
Yep.
like, yeah, like you can do all these side things and still do
Yes.
law. Some people naman say, no, you have to focus on law
Yeah.
24/7. So I guess I really won't know till I'm there.
Yep.
Yeah, what
But-
I am capable of.
Okay, so everything on hold for the or not on hold.
Not on hold.
Not on hold.
More like we'll see.
We'll see.
Yeah.
Are you ready for the 8 hours of reading, 12 hours of reading? Because that's the
Yeah.
reality that you have
I
to
know.
expect.
I actually enjoy reading. So
Okay, that's good.
I know there was like a checklist before I went into law school that people were like, see if you are actually into these things, because then you're gonna have a hard time if you're in law school. So it's like,
Yes.
do you enjoy public speaking? And I'm like, I naman, I do
Yes.
naman. Like, do you
Yes.
enjoy reading? And like, I actually do.
Okay.
So yeah, I think I won't hate it as much as
Oo.
the other people naman.
May isa pang question dyan. Do you like coffee?
I love coffee.
Okay,
I
you
love
will need
coffee
a lot of
shops.
you will need a lot of coffee,
Yes.
especially on your 18th hour, your 19th hour.
True.
Oh, you'll need a lot of coffee. Siguro bumili ka na ng coffee machine,
Yes,
mag-invest
I'm
ka
ready.
na. Oh, and there's a lot of I can't find another word, pero there's I think the schools when you start law school, there's a lot of maybe can you call it embarrassment?
Yeah, for sure.
In class,
Yes.
you'll be called.
Yeah.
If you don't, it is humanly impossible sometimes to do all the assignments.
Yes.
Right?
Like you read 90% and then the 10% is what they ask you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sometimes I don't even think you can read 50%
Yeah.
of what
Yeah,
they
it's not
ask you.
humanly possible nga.
Yeah. So, but I think you're built for it because as you were saying, natuto ka na doon from the previous experiences from your hosting, natuto ka na from other jobs. It's still very different once you get into law school, especially once you're actually going to the best teachers, no, to the best
Yeah, I'm
class.
so thankful. Yeah.
So, is there any preparation that you're doing right now? On when do you start?
August is when the next semester of the next school year starts. So,
August, ang lapit na.
I know.
Ang lapit na. So, August is when you start. Do you guys already have your readings with you?
No,
or?
not yet.
Not yet. So,
Yeah.
sorry, hindi ko kasi alam process ng UP. Upon enrollment, they give you your syllabus.
Sure. I'm not sure if it's upon enrollment or upon like dun mismo when you start school. I think it's when you start. I think lang. Could
Yeah.
be wrong. Sorry to the memory keepers
It's-
out there who
No,
are
it's-
lawyers.
No, it's okay. She's just starting.
Yeah.
So you're not sure yet. Pero ang galing. I like it that this day and age, there are a lot of lawyers who are very creative. Just the other day, we had attorney Raymond nga, or Raymond. He also likes to. What's that, Lester?
DJ.
Wow, that's
He likes
cool.
to DJ. And who's that DJ that he said that's also a lawyer? Sorry, I forget the name.
Mark Marasigan yata.
So Mark Marasigan is a
Wow,
lawyer.
I didn't know that.
I just found out the
Wow.
other day, right?
Okay.
So now you're able to draw inspiration from
Yeah.
Spill the Beats because I didn't know that there were a lot of lawyers right now that are very creative. Kasi yung iba, they take up law and then they become doctors, or they take up law and then they become CPAs. So ngayon ko lang naririnig na may mga lawyers pala na also are on the creative
Yeah.
side. So bagay naman si...
Hope I can join the ranks. Na parang, lawyer pala siya.
Yeah. I just don't know how. Sorry, what's his name again? I remember Raymond Marasigan. What's the Mark Marasigan? Plus, you guys are doing it at the right age.
Yeah.
No, you're still very young. Is there any law firm that you're looking at? If stop saying if, Lester.
Lester,
when you graduate, is there any law firm that you're looking at?
I'm not actually
Parang
No,
independent ang
naman.
nararamdaman ko
But
dito.
I'm really interested in, if ever, IPO, so the Intellectual Property Office. Or kahit just to work there for experience. Or PhilScap, which is the one that holds yung sa royalties ng mga songwriters. Ganun. Those are the ones I know lang that I'm interested in.
You don't have to mention details, but I really sense that you want to protect the artist.
Yeah.
Was there an experience in your previous work that you really saw artists taken advantage of?
Yeah.
How bad did it get?
Not naman just in my work, but parang it's common knowledge naman rin in the industry. Not just in the Philippines actually, but globally. Like so many composers and stuff are rebelling against their own networks and even in Europe, and it's like common knowledge talaga that artists, they don't really get paid what's due them because they're also not aware of their rights.
Yes.
Yeah. So, parang sad lang. Like, kunwari, there are artists I know that hear their songs being played na lang, and then I ask them like, oh, are you registered? Ganon. Because you know you're supposed to get royalties from that. And they're like, oh, I had no idea. Ganon, ganon. So, parang nakakaawa rin because they're not getting what's due them.
Sorry, can you educate me on royalties? How do royalties work? Once you have a song and it's played, how does it usually just the broad strokes, hindi naman fine details or fine print, pero royalties works when your song is played. You get a certain remuneration ba?
Yeah. So it depends also on where it's being played. So kunwari, if it's on Spotify, syempre Spotify will give you a portion of some sales.
Okay.
If it's played naman in
radio.
a public, radio or a public place, that's public performance naman. So the establishment is supposed to pay for that.
Okay, so it really depends on the arrangement that you have.
Yeah.
Okay, so your advocacy would really be the welfare of the artist and the other creatives. Sino ba tawag sa inyo na lang, di na ako sasali. Creatives, no?
Creatives.
Okay, so it is the future. Honestly, it is the future because a lot of it creativity now has more premium than it had 10 years ago, 20 years ago. Sino ba magkakaakala 20 years or 10 years ago that gamers will have a career?
Yeah, exactly.
Diba? Nung panahon namin, nasisigawan kami pag
computer mo yan.
Oo. Family computer pa ata kami. Hindi ba kami PlayStation? So ngayon, everything is just so different.
Yeah. But I just want to share also on the business of entertainment law and things like that. I've encountered recently some filmmakers, and I just found that parang there's no law, I believe, that specifies how many hours they should work and things like that. So super naawa ako, like there are some directors and filmmakers, they work like 2 days straight, parang 42-hour shoots, and apparently nothing is regulating that for them. Whereas in other industries, let's say in Hollywood, like super strict sa na parang, okay, you can only work this amount of time. So parang yun lang, and I'm just like, wow, there's so much avenue pala for me to explore when it comes to entertainment law that I'm really interested in also. Okay,
I have to ask, the law firms and other lawyers, they don't cover this? Yes, I do know, for your generation kasi, you're not familiar with The Godfather.
Familiar naman.
Familiar ba kaya?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, there's this one scene in The Godfather where his nephew was a star in Hollywood, and there are unions in Hollywood. Dito kasi sa atin, bawal ang mga unions ata on certain aspects. So there are no law firms or lawyers here that specialize in that?
None that I know of, but there probably are. But yun nga, parang a lot of, especially the independent filmmakers, the up-and-coming filmmakers, they're not aware of these things also.
Okay, so they really get work down to the bone. Kaya pala may naalala ko isang candidate na yun yung gusto niya gawin, no? Protect the rights naman of the reporters. Okay, I get it. So yun yung appeal for you in law school. More of the creative aspect. All right. So you'll still keep hosting, right? Kung kaya. You'll still keep the creative side. Okay, so what's your plan for your YouTube channel if and when it gets too busy for law school? You still plan to upload naman?
Yeah, I do. So actually, as I mentioned a while ago, it wasn't something I really decided na, I'm going to be a content creator. I want to be an influencer, things like that. But when I started to I bought a camera and then I started to film things. I was like, this is so fun pala. It's so fun to edit. It's so fun to conceptualize these things. Especially traveling and to take these videos and then to edit them as a travelogue.
Okay.
It's not something that I'd probably do at a set schedule because I don't have that discipline. But as much as my time and my creativity allows. So yeah.
It's an outlet for you.
It really is.
Even yung intro mo. Can we play it? Okay, so this is in
Japan, yeah. So I think around mid-April I went to Japan with my friends and I just felt like taking all these videos and then I edited it into a travelogue and I just had so much fun editing. I like to the point na I don't really care if people watch it or not. So so it's really just been an outlet for me.
So this is a group of friends, not family.
No, not family.
And recent lunch a few months ago, no? How long were you guys there?
For 5 days.
5 days. Wow. And was the purpose was just to get away or to create content?
No, the purpose was really just to travel. I just felt like I took my camera out and I took all these videos. These are like 5-second videos and it was so fun talaga to just stick shit into a longer video.
Okay, so dami rin yung Lester, what do you call this?
B-roll.
B-roll. Okay. So dami rin yung B-roll. All right. So you're just doing this by instinct. You didn't really read up on how to structure a vlog.
Oh no, not at all.
Okay. And these are your friends.
Yes.
And then you guys were going around Japan.
Yeah.
Okay. And when did you decide? Okay, sige, I'll we just came to Japan for a vacation. Let me start posting. Why did you decide to upload this content?
I think it was, when I got there, I really had no, set structure. I'm going to vlog this or I'm going to take videos of this. But I just got so inspired by Japan in general because I've never been there before. And then so I just started taking these really short clips. Like nothing there is longer than 10 seconds probably. And I'm like, I feel like it would be nice if I just stitch this into like a longer video.
One whole video. And it actually works because the thing is, with this video, it's like you're taking us along for the ride. You're taking us along, or we're there with you during your vacation. Because that's the purpose of the travel vlogs, di ba, Lester?
Yeah.
Yes.
Na parang feeling mo kasama ka. Hindi ka bumili ng ticket, hindi ka nag-book ng hotel, hindi ka gumastos, pero naka-Japan ka na.
Ayan.
Di ba? Kasi ganun, this is how it feels like. And the fact that you can transcend the experience from the lens to the person's or to the person watching, I think that's when it's a very effective vlog. All right. So there are two. There are two.
Oh my goodness, that other video.
We all have to start somewhere.
6 months ago.
6 months ago. So your other video.
This one naman, sorry, just the background on this. So I bought a waterproof phone case because we were going on a vacation with my family. And then it was so funny because after I got it, dun ko lang binasa yung mga reviews sa Lazada. And it's a bit part of the video. But then, literally, people are like, hindi ko makuha yung phone ko sa case na to. Like, binasa ko pa yung case. Ganun. People were like, how the heck should I take my phone case off? And then, like, super funny talaga ng comments. And I just got this really genius hack na I used my cable to pull the phone out. And I was just like, you know what? I feel like people should know. Because I did, honestly, like, YouTube search, and because when I need to know things, most of the time I go to Google or to YouTube, yung mga tutorials for how to get off, like how to get a stain out of your t-shirt. Ganon.
That's true.
That's what I use YouTube for also. I realized there was nothing there about how to take a phone out of a waterproof case. So I'm like, you know what, might as well just film something. And I I really had such a blast editing it. So it became this whole like 4-minute may mga gifs pa siya and stuff like that.
Yeah, it works because that's true. What you just said right now is that people really do look up things that they don't know how to do, or if there's a problem, they do look it up online. So this is the biggest predicament here. Once you put the phone in the case, it doesn't want to come out.
Yep.
All right. So and you're showing them on how it can be done.
Yeah.
Very altruistic naman pala yung intentions. You wanted to be able to share the knowledge on how you were able to do it. And yung parang impetus mo doon was because you read the comments, and in the comments you saw people were just dying.
Yeah, they were breaking the case open and
they
things
were breaking
like that.
the case open. I'm curious now. I want to see how you're able
It's
to pull
really long actually. Like yun nga, I had so much fun like quote unquote vlogging or talking to the camera and editing it that it's actually in the middle of yeah.
You know what, for all the aspiring vloggers or content creators, this is one of the things that we really talk about. You just have to start. Because this is now helping you out with future content.
Yeah.
This gave you experience on how to go about doing vlogs and editing and how to talk in front of a camera. There's a lot of experience that happens even on your very first video, just like dito sa Spill the Beans. Yung mga first episodes namin, talagang pagod na kami. Natuto na kami na hindi mag-shoot ng gabi.
It was nighttime.
Because
but it was fun. Like it was fun to watch. I mean, I enjoyed. I don't know about you memory keepers, but I enjoyed watching those first.
Thank you. Thank you. You're one of the few.
But it was so funny kasi and so natural. Parang hindi siya scripted or anything.
We tried scripting once. I tried it. It doesn't work.
Yeah.
It doesn't work.
Awkward.
It's awkward. It's hard to look at the paper. Bottom line, you have to immerse yourself in the speaker. And then if you script, ang hirap na. Wait, what's happening? What's this? So this is how you pull it out.
Yeah.
No, I'm really curious how you pull. This is, can we mention ba? This is from Lazada? Okay. Because I might get this. I might not be able
It's a pretty good case. It's just like...
It's waterproof.
It's waterproof. And it's all... Yeah. I mean, it works naman. It's really effective underwater.
Okay. But wait, why do you need a waterproof case?
Oh, I wanted to because my family went snorkeling, so I just wanted to take videos.
Okay.
Ang dami kong sinabi. Sobrang kinarir ko yung video na to, promise.
No, it's very smart because a lot of people will look it up, especially if it doesn't work. So it does come out.
Yeah.
It's giving birth. I like that. I like the description. Okay. So that's just on the parang incipient stage lang, the initial, you need to pull it out.
Because if not, it really gets stuck.
Grabe naman yung mga iba, binasag na nila.
Yeah, binasag na yung case. Tapos parang may isa daw, parang nasira yung phone niya or something, like a minor crack. Because he really tried to open it. Basta the comments are so funny. And I really should have read the reviews before I bought the product. But here I am.
Why did you not read the reviews? I'm wondering because I'm also guilty of that. When I see something and I already like it on Lazada, forget the reviews.
Yeah, that was me. And also because like I think my trip was, I guess like 3 days. And then I was like, I have to get something fast and I don't want to go to the mall.
And then at least they deliver pa, diba? Okay, so it was already you were bullish at that point.
Yes.
You wanted to get it, so you bought it immediately, and hence it gave birth to your very first content creation. No, you created content for the first time. So we'd like to thank Lazada for Bob's very first YouTube video.
Yes, thank you to that waterproof case.
Yes.
Nasa stock yung mga phone ng tao.
Actually, I was wondering when you would create content. Since when you started when you did hosting, I was thinking you were built for it.
Oh.
But for so long, there was no channel, right?
I mean, honestly, it's so... Like, to be honest lang, nakakatamad kasi siya to set up a camera and then to be like, okay, how does the audio sound? What do I, and then to think about, I have to edit this pa. But
Yes.
when I started, actually, when I just go, because I had a lot of time that was like Christmas time and I wasn't doing much. So I was like, okay, why not? And then that's when I was like, oh my gosh, editing is so fun, shooting is so fun.
Yes.
And things like that. So actually, since these 2 videos, I have a lot more like in store, like things that I've shot now that I just haven't had time to edit.
And you haven't had time to
Yeah.
upload.
And upload.
Sayang.
Yeah.
I hope you can do it before August comes.
I will, because that once August is there, wala na akong time.
Oo.
So I probably will. Like, I'm in the process of editing them. I think I have like 2 more Japan videos. One of them
Okay.
is another travelogue. Because I was there 5 days with my friends, 5 days with my family. So I took naman the 5 days with my family. And then I also did like a vlog. Like I vlogged for the first time. In Japan, in this one amusement park. So
It's
I'm
about
excited
time
to
you
edit
vlog.
it. I'm excited to edit it. Yeah.
And then you'll upload it.
Yes, for sure.
Okay, so for all the memory keepers, I hope you take note of this. You take note of this channel. It's Bob Ecarma. I'm pronouncing your last name correctly.
Yes,
Yeah.
Ecarma.
Bob Ecarma. She has 2 uploads right now. No, you shouldn't be ashamed of it. No, you just have to, because that's how you start.
Yeah.
There was a time we'd only upload every 2 weeks or longer, because it is very daunting just to shoot, edit, and then upload. And you were saying that they can expect something else, maybe a video or 2.
Yeah.
Okay, so but unfortunately, memory keepers, I hope you guys already jump on this channel, because by August, Bob has a new chapter in her life. She's starting law school, but hopefully, as she said, she's still going to try to be creative and continue some of the previous work that she's done, like hosting and what else? But aside from hosting. The what do you call it? Spoken word. Yeah. So hopefully we still see you do those things. All right, Bob. Can you believe it? It's already been an hour and a half.
Wow.
Right?
Time flies.
Time flies. Okay, so Bob, can you invite them to subscribe and watch your channel? Subscribe and watch and like and share. So right now, on your street on her camera. Sige. So just invite the memory keepers to your channel.
Okay. Hi, memory keepers. So I just want to invite you again to go to my channel. It's Bob Ecarma on YouTube. That's BOBECARMA. I just have a few videos, but you can expect a lot more coming up. Well, a couple more coming up. So please do like, share, subscribe, comment, and all of those good things.
Very good. Bob, I have an idea I'd like to suggest.
Go.
Do you know there are law students who vlog?
Yeah, I heard. People have been telling you should vlog law school. And I'm like, I think you're all gonna be bored with it.
Kaya baka mamaya madala ka sa litigation.
Bawal yan
Pero there are law students
Yeah.
who vlog. There was one memory keeper who tried to catch up with us when we were in Baguio with Hailey. She was vlogging. She was in law school and she wanted to follow. Kaya lang, school sometimes hindi mo ma-dictate hindi mo
course.
ma-determine yung oras.
Yeah.
So that's one content that you can do, right? You can vlog law school. And then it'll just be very challenging with time. Oo. Sayang, Bob, I wanted to I had a shameless proposal na naman
Go!
But when you have time, because we're trying to put together a group of people who can vlog, and then we're still conceptualizing it. But when you have free time, I also don't want to distract you from law school. I know that it's going to be such a demanding time in your life. Okay, so Bob, thank you very much for coming. Thank you very much for joining us here in Spill the Beans, and to my very talkative partner.
Oo nga eh. Ang daldal niya guys eh. Ang dami niyang sinabi, no?
I'm just teasing you. Ganyan na naman dynamics namin ni Lester. Parati lang kami nag-aasaran.
Yes.
Oo. So anyway, thank you very
Thank
much for
you.
coming. Ang
Thank you,
bilis, di ba?
guys.
Sabi ko
Yeah.
sa'yo, it feels very fast. Oo. So thank you very much for coming, Bob. So we'll just look at this camera. Someone, ayun na, let's go home. Ayoko na, let's go. Someone, please take me home.
Let's go home. Thank you, Bob, for coming here in our Spill the Beans podcast.
Thank
Yes.
you.
And Memory Keepers, I hope nagustuhan niyo yung episode na to. And if you do, don't forget to subscribe on our channel.
Yes.
Oh, and also Bob's channel, so sa Bob Ecarma channel,
Yes.
to subscribe and watch her videos.
Yes.
All right. Thank you very much. Thank you for
you.
watching Spill the Beans. We'll
Thank
see you on the
you.
next episode.
Bye.
Bye.